Hey everybody, this is the author of White Phantom, and for those who are following, we just finished the 35th chapter of the story, so it's nearing its end, and I appreciate for all the support so far in the story, and tonight we'll probably be developing chapter 36, so continue to look forward to the next chapter. I just kind of wanted to give this as an introductory video as to, for those who haven't really started watching or started reading, about kind of what White Phantom's about. So, White Phantom for me started back in 6th grade. So it's been quite a while. It's been over 10 years since the story started, and I'm just now getting it written. Shows you how long it's been in development. But this started as when a friend of me and a friend, back when we were in 6th grade, we started writing stories back and forth on notebook paper, and Alcrelai was my first character I actually started using, and I actually first drew her back in 6th grade as well. I still have her picture somewhere, but I will have to find it and see if I can scan it and upload it. But she first started out as just a lightning user, and I really liked that aspect about her using lightning, and the reason I chose it is because I used to love watching, still do actually, loved watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's where a lot of White Phantom is based on with its magic, because I really loved the idea of the elemental magic. And so I decided to actually keep continuing that. So Allie started, which is her nickname for me, Allie started using lightning, and I was like, well, what if I made her kind of like the Avatar, being the only one who can use more than one element? So then the story continued from there, and I was like, well, I would actually like her to be something else. But at the same time, I still want her to be super powerful. So I decided to make her the world's key, which can use the Earth Spirit as her asset. And Earth Spirit can use pretty much whatever magic that he decides to use. But Terra, his name actually didn't even come to existence until this story, because I didn't know what kind of name I wanted to give him, and if I should just call him the Spirit the whole book, or whatever, but I decided to actually give him a name this time. So, what I did instead for this round is continue, or at least go off of that. Sorry. White Phantom then I started developing all the characters and all the characters' stories instead of actually working on the book. I was like, I should probably not do this. So the first character I wrote about was Allie, of course. And then I was like, well, I should probably give her a love interest. So I created Chad to be her love interest. And those two have pretty much been the only two in existence since 6th grade for a really long time. And then I developed Valen, which is her brother. At first, Valen wasn't going to be her brother. He was just going to be a sun god that worked with him. But I decided that maybe the sun god would actually probably almost outshadow Alcrelai, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to back him off, and I'm still going to make him powerful, but not quite as much as she is. So I just made him her brother. And then I made two other characters to be friends with Valen, and then I kind of went on a side story with that, and I was like, great, can't do that. So Val and Rayan are her brothers, and they're going to have a story for themselves later. And then Allie actually has 3 brothers, and one hasn't been introduced yet because I wanted him to wait until the second story to be introduced, because he's a lot younger than all of them, so I figured he could wait to enter the story till later. But White Phantom took off, at least for me, but nothing had ever been truly finished, so I decided this NaNoWriMo last year that I would actually put it down on paper, or at least start trying. So I was like, okay, I'll start trying to get this story done so I can publish it, or at least get it self-published for myself so I can have a copy for my kids. So it started from there, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll post it on a blog so that way people can read it and I'll see if they like it. So I started posting it, and started getting feedback and started getting followers and readers, which I appreciate, which has helped motivate me to keep writing more so that way I can share my story and write it and actually get it developed. So we're nearing the end chapters now. Probably I'm just going to try to end it by 40, but we'll see if it'll be sooner or a chapter or more after that. But I'm going to try to get it ended by chapter 40. So tonight I will be working on chapter 36, so stay tuned for that, and I hope to see that you guys continue reading, and we will see you next time. Bye!